Hello people, it's your boy Usman back again with another video. This time it's just a general roundup of the latest news surrounding Manchester United. A bit of transfer talk, a bit of talk regarding our current squad, the situation with some of our individual players. You know, all things Manchester United. If you're flipping new here, feel free to subscribe. Mine is very close to that 100. He only needs 8 people, but yeah, it'll be really nice if you could subscribe. Drop a like, share, all that good stuff. But let's not talk about that stuff. Let's talk about Manchester United news. First things first, where else to start? Let's cut the bullshit. Cristiano Ronaldo, is he coming? Is he going? We don't really know at the moment. But what I will say is, in my last video, if you haven't seen it, by all means, check it out. Just to quickly summarize my last video in a whole, he's not coming. And I kind of illustrated some of the points that, I kind of made a couple of points in my last video. And they're kind of coming to fruition in the last couple of days. In particular, what I said was, Perez is going to come out. He's going to talk about Ronaldo. And basically, that's exactly what he's done. He said, I've not had a chance to speak to Ronaldo. However, he is not leaving. Why would we sell him? He seems happy. I wasn't aware of the fact that he wants to leave. And he's not in their plans to get rid of Ronaldo. Well, obviously, he's going to say all those things because he's not going to turn around and say, yes, we're interested in letting Ronaldo go. But it just kind of reassures me the fact that Ronaldo is not coming. Let's be honest, it's just the tax situation. He said, Ronaldo, this is Ronaldo's quotes, I feel like a criminal in this country. They don't appreciate me. Some of the other things he said was, how come my own fans boo me? Obviously, he didn't say in those exact words, but that's kind of what the gist of what he was talking about and what he has talked about in the last couple of days. You know, basically, he's not appreciated at Real Madrid. Obviously, he's not, because they flipping booed him. How can you boo your own player, right? I felt flipping embarrassed when United fans were booing Fellaini. These ones are flipping booing Ronaldo, like Cristiano Ronaldo, but I just think it's an absolute disgrace. I don't think he'll leave. I think, like I said, it's going to get all wiped over, blown over. Probably a tax sort of fine will be implemented to Ronaldo. And the man is that, you know, Perez will sort it all out, like I said in my last video. Just some of the ramifications of the sort of Ronaldo deal in itself, you know, the fact that potentially we can get Ronaldo in the eyes of, you know, Man United and all that kind of stuff. It's very much stalled the Morata situation. This is the kind of thing that I don't want to see happening. But basically what's happening at the moment is, because Ronaldo is kind of in this sort of saga and we're kind of getting dragged into it because every single person is linking us to Ronaldo. It has come out, some outlets in the Sky Sports are saying Man United don't want to get involved. Obviously they're interested, who wouldn't be interested in Ronaldo, but we don't want to get involved with the saga because it's going to flip in, distract us from our main objectives, and I think that's massively important. So coming back onto the sort of ramifications of the Ronaldo situation, basically because of the Ronaldo situation, it stalled the flipping Morata deal. We were known or told that the Morata deal was pretty much done. It was just a matter of agreeing the principle of the fee. But from what I've heard now is Real Madrid have stalled that deal until they find out what's happening with Ronaldo. Some people are taking that as, oh, Real Madrid are thinking Ronaldo's going to leave. I personally just think Real Madrid are, you know, covering their back just in case a freak sort of situation does occur and Ronaldo does happen to leave. If they were to sell Morata as well, then they would be in a very, very bad situation, especially if they were to sell both to us. I can't see that happening. Obviously, everyone's going to say we would rather have Ronaldo over Morata. I would say the same, obviously, in a heartbeat. But what I'm saying is, we need to get this Ronaldo situation sorted ASAP. Either he's staying or he's going. Personally, like I've said, he's not going to leave. But if we flipping need an answer, like, as soon as possible, we could not be dragging this out throughout the whole summer. We need to be flipping, making sure we sign those 4 players. If you haven't seen my top 5 signing video, by all means check it out. But in that video, just to give you a quick summary, what I said was we 100% need 4 signings. The 5th signing, it can potentially be a bonus signing. So in that video, I don't want to spoil it too much. Obviously, I gave my idea of a bonus signing. I suppose Ronaldo would fit in that category because no way in a million years would any of us have assumed before the flipping start of the summer that Ronaldo was even an option. So if Ronaldo was to come, of course it's a bonus signing. We should not flipping, you know, revolve our whole strategy around Ronaldo this summer. He should be on the back burner. If it happens with Ronaldo, obviously that's going to be unbelievable. But please, Ed Woodward, make sure you get the priorities right, which is a 4 main signings, which I mentioned in that video, which was a centre-back, which we've already done, a CDM, which we haven't completed, obviously, don't know what's happening there. Obviously, we'll go through that in this video. We need a winger, out-and-out winger with pace, and obviously we can take us from defence to attack quickly, and a striker. So 3 of those positions have not been flipping filled. Obviously Lindelof is fantastic, but at the moment we've got 3 other positions that we need to fill as soon as possible before we even contemplate the Ronaldo one, in my personal opinion. I don't know what you guys think of that, but I just think it's a waste of time even thinking about Ronaldo. Yes, obviously if Ronaldo's available, we have to go for him. I'm not denying that, but I'm just saying, don't get caught up in this. We need to make sure we have these 4 signings come to start the season, because if we don't have these 4 signings, the next season's going to be an absolute flipping travesty, because these signings are an absolute must. Ronaldo is not a must. He would be a flipping... It's not that I know, but it's like a Rolls Royce. You don't need a Rolls Royce, but it's just pure class. And it's just like, man's a baller. If man's a baller, I'll get a flipping Rolls Royce. We don't need it, but flipping, let's get it if it's there and if it's available to get. So basically, Ronaldo is a Rolls Royce, okay? So, or Lamborghini, or Ferrari. Something you don't need. He's a flipping supercar. You don't need it, but you just want it. So it's pretty much one of them ones. Okay, so let's talk about other situations. Like I said, Morata, that deal has also stalled. Let's talk about another deal that stalled. And that man, Belletti, who I've been raving about as alongside Aubameyang, but let's talk more about Belletti, because that has gone very, very cold. The Aubameyang situation is still up in the air. Apparently Man City interested in him as well, so potentially could be in a bidding war, Man City and Liverpool for Aubameyang. But Belletti, honest to God, Belletti and Morata, actually, both the teams have come out and said we haven't actually put in a bid for either of the teams. So I don't really know what's going on with the situation, not putting bids in. Woodward, you're talking a big game, but you're not actually doing anything, mate. Put in a flipping bid. If you want Belletti, put in a bid for him. At least bid 75 million or whatever the price tag is that you seem that is reasonable for Belletti. But the teams are coming out. So Torino and Madrid have both come out and said Man United have not put in a bid for either of the players. Apparently all sort of social media, Sky Sports, Demarcio, Duncan Castles, if that's his name, all these kind of journalists as well as Sky Sports, credible sources have been saying that Man United have put in bids, but obviously the teams have come out and said they haven't. Regarding the Belletti situation, I don't really know what's happening. It's gone very cold, mainly because the price is too high. I personally do agree with that. The price that is being quoted is absolutely ridiculous. 87 million, pretty much the same price as Pogba. It's not really worth it for somebody who's not proven in a proper league. I know that sounds very hypocritical, because exactly the same with Pogba, but for me personally, as someone who's seen Pogba play on many occasions, I was confident that Pogba has the capabilities of being a world beater. The guy wasn't in the Ballon d'Or for no reason. Belletti, again, still has to prove himself, in my personal humble opinion, but he's fantastic from what I have seen. Okay, so moving on to a couple other things. I want to talk about Dyer and N'Golo in particular. So the CDM position. So we was talking about the strike. Let's talk about the CDM position. So a lot of rumours saying that we're interested in Dyer. So I'm hearing, obviously, Eric Dyer from Spurs, in case you don't know which one I'm on about. A lot of people are very, very critical of this transfer. A lot of people do not rate him. We saw what happened against France. He got absolutely violated. You know what? I'm not going to say he's definitely somebody I want. However, like I said, we definitely need a CDM. And he's 100% better than Fellaini, without a shadow of a doubt. Let's not flip him and cut the BS. Let's cut the BS. He's definitely better than Fellaini, without a shadow of a doubt. So if it comes down to either having Fellaini playing more consistently or having Dyer in my team, obviously I'm going to go for Dyer. But again, the price being quoted is 50 flipping million for... 50 million for Eric Dyer. Come the hell on. We're not going to do a Man City and buy a waste man, English player, sorry, with all due respect to English players. But they're overpriced, they're overrated. It's just not worth it. 50 million. Look at Man City. They bought Stones and Sterling for 50 million. 100 million, that piece of shit. Both of them two. It's just not worth it. We're not paying 50 million for Dyer. N'Golo, apparently man is available for flipping discussion. Flipping go and sign him. I'm dying for N'Golo. This guy is an unbelievable box-to-box player. If you haven't seen him play, be a YouTube fanboy and flipping click on N'Golo. Search his flipping football. Is absolute quality CDM. It's just a box-to-box, all-round, all-action midfielder. I love him. I just think he's absolute quality. Surely you lot must have seen him play for Belgium, if not for Roma. He's a quality player, and what an acquisition he would be in the midfield. He would give Pogba the free roam, and Herrera and N'Golo would be a flipping lethal partnership. They're both dogs, basically. It would be beautiful, honest to God. We need to put the money down and get N'Golo, please. Please. Okay, so the last two things I want to talk about, haven't really mentioned this kind of stuff in the videos at the moment, but it is related to Man United. What about the players that we currently have in the squad? What kind of players do we need to get rid of? There's two players in particular that have, you know, caught the eye of many United fans. The first one being Smalling. He has been linked left, right, centre to every other team in the Premier League. West Ham, I believe, Spurs. Even I think West Brom might be interested as well. those two teams in particular, Spurs and West Ham, obviously could be enticing to. Smalling is not really guaranteed to start now that Lindelof has come. Personally, for me, I would sell Smalling in a flipping heartbeat. Don't get me wrong, he has done decently for Man United, but I just don't think he's capable of stepping up and obviously pushing to the next level. He just doesn't cover me in flipping confidence when he's got the ball at his feet. And for me personally, if you're playing for Man United, every single person in the team needs to be confident on the ball. Yes, I know it's not the defender's sort of role to be very confident on the ball, and obviously other aspects should be more important, such as his flipping defending. But it's just sometimes I just don't feel confident having him there. And as a midfielder, I would assume they don't feel confident knowing that Smalling's got the ball. You don't know what he's going to do. Like every time I'm watching, I don't know if he's going to pass the flipping ball away or not. So if it's up to me, I'd sell him in a heartbeat. We've got Twansebi. Yes, we'll have three. So we'll have Blind. So yeah, we've got Blind, Lindelof, Bay, Rojo, and obviously Twansebi if we really need it. So that's flipping 5 really. Also Jones as well, so technically 6. Obviously Twansebi would be on the bottom of the list. So with Smalling, that's about 7. Yes, I understand people don't class Blind as a centre back. For me personally, I'd rather have Blind over Smalling and Jones because I think he's underrated, but that's a flipping a different debate in itself. And the last person I want to talk about in this video is Wazza, the captain Wayne Rooney, who's a legend in my eyes, whatever you're entitled to your own opinion. He is back in training in 2 weeks early. Probably proving to Jose, yo, give me another chance. I personally love the guy to bits, but I just think it's the end of the road. Please, Rooney, please just go out with a bit of dignity and leave with your head held high. He's been absolute abysmal in the last couple of seasons. This season in particular, for me, it was his opportunity to step up and prove to a new manager, Jose Mourinho, who's been trying to sign him on numerous occasions throughout his career. He had an opportunity to really flip his cement a position in the first team, and let's be honest, he failed miserably. He was absolutely pissed poor throughout the season. Yes, he has showed moments of brilliance, and you'd expect that from someone like that. You're not going to expect him to lose all his flipping class because that is permanent, but majority of it has pretty much gone. He's declined massively, unfortunately. His touch and his overall play is just not acceptable. People are talking about Zlatan build-up play and link-up play and that kind of stuff. Rooney is considerably worse, so I don't want to hear people saying that Rooney should be staying if you people were happy to see Zlatan go. Yeah, that's pretty much all it is for this video. I know I've touched on quite a lot of different bases. By all means, leave your comments. I will read them out for the next video. A couple of the people said that Ronaldo would be an unbelievable scalp. Obviously in the last video, I think it was Joseph who was talking about Ronaldo, my cousin Wes, and also my other cousin Hamza. All three of them mentioned how Ronaldo would be unbelievable signing. However, it's not realistic. I kind of agree with what I said. If you've got a different opinion to what I've said, by all means leave in the comments. Don't feel afraid. I'm not going to try to attack you or anything. I just want to see different opinions in the comments section. But that aside, like I said, I'm very close to the 100 mark. Drop a subscribe if you're new. I'm going to be making this video throughout the summer now. Obviously, we'll keep you up to date on all things Manchester United. It's your boy Usman. Take care. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Drop a like, share. Come on, United!